Wow, we have some big news today. Welcome back, survivors. We have some big news coming from Garuga, the creator of the ARK Editions dinos, as he becomes officially hired by Studio Wildcard. Let's find out what he announced and what that means for his modding projects and for ARK overall going forwards. As always, survivors, if you want to keep up with all the latest ARK news, please do subscribe. So if you don't know who Garuga is, well, you may know his creatures, which includes the official ARK creatures, Ceratosaurus, Deinosuchus, Dinotherium, Cephactinus and the Archelon, along with several other modded creatures. This weekend, Garuga made a massive announcement saying that he is now hired by Studio Wildcard. He is no longer a modder, he is officially part of the development team. And his focus now in Wildcard is going to be, you guessed it, designing creatures. This is absolutely exciting news. I'm so pleased for Garuga. He is such a talented guy. You've seen his creatures, you know what work he can do. And this is such a great opportunity for him personally, but also for ARK overall. Now, I know sometimes there is a bit of concern when a modder gets hired by Studio Wildcard, because it is often seen that their creative freedom is restricted and they're stuck to timescales being given by Wildcard, and we know all about that. But this is still great. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he produces for ARK going forwards. Now, considering we are still waiting for the remaining 5 ARK Editions creatures to come to the base game as official creatures, which includes Brachiosaurus, Concavenator, Acrocanthosaurus, Cryolophosaurus and the Helicoprion, you may be wondering, what does this mean in terms of these creatures, along with all his other modded work, which includes free and premium modded creatures? Well, let's go through the recap of what was announced. Garuga's first official project that he'll be working on at Studio Wildcard will be the Megaraptor. This is the creature that won the Valguero Community Creature Vote that is expected to release later this year. We haven't yet seen any concept art for this one so far, but now knowing Garuga will be involved is very exciting indeed. It was also said that Garuga's other 3 creatures that he's been developing, the Suchomimus, Dinocherius and the Velociraptor, are likely to all become official base game creatures, just like the other 10 ARK Editions creatures are. This is very exciting. More creatures, more official creatures, more dinos. I know a lot of people have been saying they want more dinosaurs, not so many mammals and insects and stuff like that. These are actually dinosaurs, and we are going to be getting some new ones from Garuga. Although it did say likely, but hopefully Wildcard are going to say, yes, let's just throw them in at some point. Now, I've had quite a few people in my videos over the last year asking, what about the Dinocherius? What about the Velociraptor? Are they coming to official as well? Well, now we've kind of got confirmation that they likely are. It was then said Cryolophosaurus and Concavenator may have the same treatment. Now, this is referring to the fact that Sucho and Dinocherius and Velociraptor won't be getting a modded version unlike all the others have before them. And so Cryo and Concavenator will most likely just go straight to official. He confirmed that the Brachy mod is still going to be updated, and the Garugaopteryx and the other fantasy AA creatures are to stay modded. They won't be coming to official. He said sponsored creatures are staying and will be decided whether they become official once they are fully funded. These are creatures that I believe his community support the development of through donations. So far, the list of sponsored creatures include the following that you can see on the screen now. Some have received full funding, such as the Sucho, and some haven't reached the required amount yet. There has been some concern and questions put to Garuga about what this means for these sponsored creatures, as people have financially supported them. Garuga said that sponsored creatures are a strange situation, but they are not cancelled. They just still need funding for anything to happen to remain fair to folks that donated for Cerato and Sucho. He was also said to say that even if ARK Ascended stops and ARK 2 starts, Garuga will just push for the sponsored creatures to be in ARK 2 instead, so it's no biggie. So it sounds like he'll do what he can to keep them and bring them to ARK Ascended, but possibly ARK 2 if they don't make it to ARK Ascended. So very possible there will be even more creatures coming to the official base game. He then confirmed that his premium modded creatures, Anomalo and Edmonto, are staying as premiums and will not be coming to official. And to be fair, this makes sense because players have already purchased the premium versions. It wouldn't really be fair to add them for free later on. He won't be making any more premium modded creatures. As for variants of creatures, he said that they will either be official or modded skins. I'm assuming this will be down to whether Wildcard wants official variants of the creatures or not. The Savage Acro is currently undecided, and Garuga may consider discussing it with the internal team. Presumably by that he means Studio Wildcard, but nothing there is confirmed yet in what direction that may go. And that is, as far as I'm aware, all of the stuff from the announcement that was made yesterday on Saturday by Garuga on his Discord. It is amazing news. I am so pleased for Garuga. It is a massive, massive achievement for him to be hired by Studio Wildcard. It is going to be fantastic, and knowing that he's working on all these new creatures and there's going to potentially be a whole load of new creatures come into the game from what he's modded before and potentially even more than that, and knowing that Garuga is working on them is really, really exciting. If there is any more news coming from Garuga about this, I will update you. But survivors, let me know what you think about this big news. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to keep updated.